Now, by God. All right, Patrick, you found me again. Can you hear me? Sound is on. Good. Now, the hell, I had like 25 people on that other one. Hopefully, they can find me. Uh, hopefully. Let's see if I can do this. I can. Great. There, four of you found me back. So I'm gonna wait. Cause I don't know what the fuck happened, but I think we're okay now. So we'll give people some time to get back on here. What a weird deal, man. Okay, there's still one hell of a delay. I don't think I can do anything about the delay. The delay, y'all. This is what happens, man, when you go live. It's just, I'm not sure why the delay is like that. Uh, yeah, I haven't done anything, man. I had a bad, um, um, whatever. It looked like you were looking through a bottom of a glass or something. It was really weird. So I'm going to see how much of a delay I got, just so you guys know. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got about a 6-second delay. And I've never had that either, but I guess a delay is better than, better than the fisheye lens. So we'll just get into it. I'm so freaking sorry, y'all. Let me look through here. So I see Patrick's in the house. Thank you. Disposable Hero. Hello, hello, hello. Ronimo is here. What is that? Yumma bro. Hello. Let's see here. Uh, SKF 1971. Seep, sheepish. Hell, I don't know, but hello. Warner. There's one of my members there. Warner. Let's see. Steve Farmer. Hello. Yeah, buddy, I'm telling you, I have done acid before when I was younger, and that's, uh, it's really weird. Um, let's see here. I'm just looking to see who's in. Jesse Jameson. Uh, Anthony. Minakozi. I think he's a new member of mine. I think. Yeah, I'm still going to give it a second. John Green. He is one of my platinum members. Hello, John. He's been giving me some good reports on what he's been doing of mine lately. So that's a good thing. Yeah, man. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. So when I finally get started with this thing, if you have a question, because there's going to be a lot of chat going on there, and if you got a question, you're going to have to put a Q or something that's going to tip me off, or I could miss it because I'll be talking here. There'll be chat going on over here, and then I fucking miss it. All right. So you're going to have to give me some kind of a sign, man, if it's a question, or maybe asterisk, 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 something to grab my attention, whatever that is. So we'll get started here in a second here. Let me look. I don't know how many I got watching. And I tell you, I know Waylon goes live all the time. He goes live every night. Maybe he's got this shit figured out. But I got 26 of you watching, and I appreciate you. And so you guys are interested in my envelope system. So since I got 26 of you, I'm going to go ahead and start. But I have a question for everybody. All right, we've got to set the scene. Here's the scene. The scene is, because if you only go once a year, you take $5,000 and you don't care if you blow it, whatever. The envelope system is not for you. Okay? The only thing that's for you is folks that need extra income, whether it's like the retirement plan, you need an extra $1,000 a month to make that damn thing meet, make ends meet, or you're saving up for something or whatever. So we're going to assume that either you live close by where you can do an everyday thing, or you go often enough, maybe it's only 2 or 3 hours, you go often enough that you stay for a night or two, but you still need that extra money. You're not going just to blow it and go, yeah, that was good entertainment. The envelope system, I designed this when I was living in Vegas, when I gambled for a living, out of necessity, okay? Flat out necessity. And so given that assumption that everybody's watching, they're either trying to make ends meet, they're just trying to supplement their income or whatnot. Here's the question. You have 3 envelopes. You have the bank, and as of right now, it's got the least in it. You have excess, and you have fun. Now, I got a 4th envelope. It's my pocket. You guys have seen me use pocket money, tip money, buy a burger, whatever. That's, it's a pocket envelope, but nonetheless. Out of these 3 envelopes, which one is the most important? That's the question. Let me get some answers. La la la. I'm going to let y'all think. Hello, Casino Gaming Central. It's my buddy John. Pro Craps. I can't get that out of my head either. Skill, Dylan, what's up? Well, if you go once a week, Dylan, then it's for you. All right. So I had asked the question, and the answers are starting to come in. Which one of these, the bank has the least money, excess has the most, and then fun is in the middle of the road? Which one of these is the most important envelope? So here we go. Jackpot says excess. Yumma Bro says excess. Anthony says excess. Jackpot Joe says bank. Disposable Hero says bank. SKF says bank. The one with the most, okay. Says sheepish or sheep. Well, I can't pronounce that. Sorry. Excess for Patrick. Fred says daily. Waylon says we back. Good. My brother from another mother. Boy, if you guys ever heard that when me and Waylon talk to each other. So Waylon, the question is, which one's the most important envelope? I've got excess. Most of you are excess. A lot of you are bank. Just call you bro. All right, brother. Bro. All right. Romino says bank. John Green says bank. It's all bank. All right. Here is the answer, folks. The most important envelope out here is this fucking bank. The end. And here's why I say that. When you are trying to get supplemental income, all right, now we're going to say $1,000. Now, first of all, question is going to be, well, how do you figure out what you need? Well, you got to do math. Okay? It's easy for me, right? Hey, I need $1,000 to make ends meet every single month. I need $1,000. Now you got to do some math. How often are you going to go? Okay? If you're a daily guy, all right, then you just break it down into daily. I'm going to go daily. All right. And what do you need? I need $1,000. I'm going to go once a week. I'm going to go 5 days a week. $1,000. That is 20 times a month. All right. Divided by 20. You need $50 a session. $50 a session has to go into this bank. Now, the reason why I say it's the most important because it's bill money. Whether you win, lose, or draw, this has to be, money has to be put in it because it's what's going to make you survive through the month. If you are trying to use gambling as a tool to legitimately make extra money, then this is a bill. Okay, so my voice is going to get really animated here because I want y'all to catch this shit. This has to get its $50 or whatever your math comes. Maybe you need $2,000, maybe you only need $500. But in that example, every session, I'm going to do 20 sessions in a month. That $1,000 breaks down to $50 has to go in this bank. Okay, now catch this one. I don't care if you have a losing session. $50 has got to go in that bank. This is how I lived out there. Because the bill don't stop coming. My rent didn't stop coming. All the shit that I had to pay for won't stop coming. Therefore, this bank must be fed every session. All right? So if you got a $5,000 bankroll and you lose $1,000, now you lost $1,050 because you're going to take 50 out of that and dump it in there. And then you're going to use 4,000 to try to get it back. Is everybody with me so far on why the bank is the most important envelope? Okay, Jackpot says he agrees. ASKF, he agrees. Yep. All right, now everybody's understanding how important this one is. All right. So, when I went out there, I mean, there's people out there that's going to say this. Well, just take all your money, fucking fold it up and put it in your pocket. I guess you could. But then you're going through your whole bankroll when you're counting to see if you want to play a slot machine, if you want to do something. You got to calculate in your head all the time. Well, let's see. Can I spend $100? I don't know. Hell, maybe you spend too much of this wad because your wad's got your bankroll in it too. It's all got all of it in there. No bueno. All right? We need to be robotic. We need to be calculated. We need to know exactly what is going on. And it's another thing. If I've got this fun money and I tell you you can use it for whatever you want, you know damn well how much is in there and how much you can't accidentally take money. This is it. Okay? So, bank is most important. Now, let's say now you have a $50 a session. You got to put $50 a session in there. Okay. Well, what should your win goal be? This is why my win goals are so low. Y'all, you wonder, well, I got a $5,000 bankroll. I got a $10,000 bankroll. I'm still walking away with $300. Oh my God, I can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. Here's why. Whatever I need, I calculate about 3 times that, and that becomes my goal. All right. 3 times 50 is only $150. Now, if I can make more, that's great. But my goal is $150. Well, me, I've been doing 100. In all my episodes, I've been doing 100. And my goal has always been $250, $300. Why? Well, if I only need, we'll use the $300 that I've been using. All right, I need 100 in this bank. Every session, no matter what. If I got to take it from something else, this is getting $100. Okay. I make it a 300. Why? So I can feed these. 100 goes there. If I get 300, I can split them evenly. Maybe I should use a weight. I can split them evenly. And even is okay. The most important one got it first. And whatever's left is split. What if you only made 200? Ah, shit. Let me get my blacks back. What if you only made $200? How do you split it now? That bank's getting $100. The end. The second most valuable envelope is the excess. Fun is always last. If you can't break this down to put something in fun, it don't get any. This is the hind tit of the envelope world, but it still has a purpose. All right? Once your 100 or whatever you have to have goes into that bank, then whatever you have left. Well, if I got $100, what I probably do is I split it into quarters. I put, say, 75 in excess and a quarter in fun. All right? The excess is going to get the lion's share. Remember, the bank envelope, you're going to use it every month. This is going to go away. Every month, every week, whatever. It's gone. You can never count it, but you have to have it. The excess envelope, I designed this to build. This is your safety net. Right here. That's why it gets the lion's share of the money. It doesn't matter how you split these two, but the excess either gets it all, and then fun doesn't, it doesn't get any this session. I always try to put at least a quarter in there, $25. All right. But the excess gets the lion's share. Why? Because this is the envelope that's going to bail your happy ass out if you go down. You understand? The excess is your safety net. Your excess is what you use if you had a bad session. You still got to feed this. Well, maybe your excess gives you your bankroll back because you've been building it, and it gives you your $100 to put in the bank because, like I said, that has to be fed. I don't care where it comes from. And when you lived out there like I did, I cannot get my brain out of it. I know when John does his show and a lot of people do their show and they do presses and all that. I can't get and this was in my late 20s, I was out there. I'm 64 in April. I cannot get the conservative. I can't get this out of my head. I refuse. Even though I can see other people's point. Every time I gamble, I put myself back when I was in my 20s, fucking living in Vegas, gunshots going all around me. And it was survival. And buddy, that is still ingrained in me. So let me stop for a second. Let me look at some chats here. And let's see. All right. Basic Plus. Bro. Hey, you guys that I know I've had a couple new members. And remember to email me because I can communicate through YouTube. okay, through members only, but YouTube won't give me your email. But then sometimes I'll send you something um, that I want to just do it by email. So most of you guys have, but I've had a couple new members lately. If you're a new member, email me so I can put that in a separate log so I don't have to use YouTube to communicate with you. Okay. Kenknowsgambling@gmail.com. All right. So now let's see here. Yeah, the delay is on my end. So hopefully you guys are just, it doesn't affect you at all. All right, John, let me scroll through this stuff. Let me go from the top. Question from Anthony. How do you decide how much goes into fun versus the pocket? Fun versus pocket. All right. So let's do a little scenario, my friend. All right. You guys have seen me win, three, maybe it's 320, 322. 322. Then it's bank, excess, fun first. Or, 150 in here and only 50 in here. I just explained that one. I got $22 left. If I'm not going to do a fuck you bet or a sayonara bet, then, maybe you tip 5 or whatever. But this is what goes into your pocket. That's your fourth envelope. It's pocket. That's what you can use to buy bullshit stuff, tips, whatever. So it's your spare change. I noticed when Waylon was doing the envelope, of course he was doing bubble craps level, and there wasn't nothing but 1s and 5s. He still built it up to $100. I never did. Now out there I had 3 regular envelopes, just like you're gonna mail somebody something. Envelopes, because cash went in there, right? Instead of chips. I got these clear things out so you can see them. But once these things I got my cash in there, then I call it my chump change, my pocket money. That goes into my pocket. Sometimes I wouldn't spend any of my pocket money, but the pocket money is the leftover. Call it, instead of throwing quarters, dimes, and nickels in a tub in your bedroom, it's your spare change. Okay? I'm not putting anything less than $25 in an envelope. So when I get to the 5s and 10s and 1s, it's either a slot machine, fuck you bet, or it's in my pocket. And sometimes I can get that pocket money up there pretty good too. That's why I call it my fourth envelope. Hopefully that answered that. Let me go back here. These things are going fast. All right. I have to scroll to read it. Y'all bear with me, man. John goes live every fucking morning, and he still has problems sometimes. I hardly ever go live like this. So I'm just reading this stuff. Where was that question? Yeah, Waylon just said, to be satisfied. Me and Waylon are going to say that until we fucking croak. And it's easier to get your small wins. Not that you can't lose trying to get it. Keep that in mind. But it's easier to go for those small and these things add up. You guys have seen me build envelopes up to $60,000, over months of time. I'll guarantee you I've got at least one of my members here that he can vouch that the envelope saved his ass. I know Glenn, he's another member of mine. He's my mate from Australia. It saved his ass. It's going to happen. That's why these things are so important. Why did Bro get a message restricted? I didn't restrict nothing. Bro, you have two messages that got restricted, and I'm not really sure why. So say it again, maybe a different way. I don't know. I didn't do shit, just so you know. Uh, thanks, Fred. Yeah, thumbs. I don't say none of that stuff, but I do appreciate anybody want to do the tip on PayPal or what do you call them? Oh, Waylon gets a ton of them. Super chats or whatever. Y'all like this and want to do that. Of course, I'd appreciate it, but it's hard for me to ask for it. It just is. I don't know why Bro's getting restricted. Anybody know why? That's right, Waylon. The bills never stop coming. All right. I'm just reading, y'all. Bear with me. All right. I answered the fun, hopefully. All right. So now Bro asked the question, please explain what excess covers and one it equals or is higher than the bank. What do you do with it? Great question. All right. Once my excess reaches my, if I've got a $5,000 bankroll, okay, I'm going to try my very, very, very best never to touch. I can touch fun. I can touch my pocket. But I'm going to try very hard not to touch the excess until my excess reaches my bankroll. Why? It's my safety net. That gives me more confidence. It's a psychological thing. I know you guys are saying, well, I can just dump everything in one envelope. You can do any fucking thing you want. But it's not methodical. It doesn't keep you as organized. And there's something to be said about just pulling money out of your pocket. You don't know really where it comes from. There's something to be said for an envelope telling you what you can and can't do. Think about that. This envelope, whatever I got in there, is telling me what I can fuck off with. Okay? But to go back to your question. So let's say my bankroll is $5,000, and now I got $6,000 in excess, because that's what I think you're asking me. You've got two choices at this point. Keep building it. Keep building it is what I'm going to tell you to do. I want 2 times my bankroll if I can get it, 3 times my bankroll. That gives you financial freedom in your job. All right. But if you're wanting to bankroll build and get your bankroll higher, all right, to me, if I've got a $5,000 bankroll, then I'm going to wait till I get to about $7,000. That's $2,000 over what I need. I'm going to add $1,000, and that leaves 6. You see what I mean? I got 5. I'm going to wait till I get 7 in my excess. I'll put 1,000 over. Now my bankroll went from 5 to 6, but I still have the 6 here to cover it. Once you get there, you never, ever, ever want this to dip below your bankroll unless you get wiped out and you have to replace it. So I hope that answered that question. All right, bro, you delete them because you typoed. That's all right. I'm reading, y'all. I'm reading. Yeah, Waylon, I think I just said that. I know that you guys don't see the delay, but there's 6 seconds to me. Yeah, Fred, there's never too much excess. Never. All right, let's keep reading. What does Fred say? Pat, I always tell mine, I'm broke. Yeah, I'm broke. Go to one of them Walton people that own Walmart. I need to borrow some money. I'm broke. Oh my goodness. Let's see, Steve. Yes, bankroll build so I can use a larger betting unit. Yes. What is the way of saying? You got $500 in excess. You know you can lose $500 of your bankroll. because of the excess. I mean, yes, it's your little savings account safety net. Now, what I tell people to do is build this, mama. If you don't have to use it, don't. Okay, now are you with me? Instead of getting it 2,000 above and splitting it, get it 20,000 above if you can. Now you have options. It doesn't matter what I think at that moment, right? Maybe I add 5, I take 5, and maybe I take 5 out for something else. You have options at that point. All right. But just when you're first starting, build it, build it, build it, build it, build it. That's my advice. That's what it's for. You'll thank me later. All right. So we've covered pocket, we've covered bank, and we've covered excess. What the hell do you do with fun? Fun is exactly what it says. It's fun. Plus, I can do other things with it. Now, watch this. Right now, my excess from doing my get to 120,000, my excess is $17,500. All right. I started with 5,600. I am so covered, it's not funny. Now I come over here and look at fun. It's got a ton in it. I don't need that much fucking fun. But it just gives you another place to put money. That's a lot of fun, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 3,500. So here's to answer your question for fun. If you want to take that money and go play, I don't care, some dumb carnival game, I don't care, then that's what it's there for. Fun money is what you can burn and not feel guilty. Okay, you guys that watch Vegas Matt, his $100, $200, $1,000 spins. Ridiculous kind of bullshit. All right. Well, if you wanted to take a couple $1,000s and be Mr. Big Shot, you can do it guilt-free. But once I get my fun over to a certain point, I'm going to take some of it and dump it, and guess where I'm going to put it? Excess. I could dump $2,000 of what I've been doing over to excess and still have $1,975 for fun. You see what I mean? Now you have options. Okay, sometimes you'll transfer from one and put into another. All right? But to answer your question, fun is just that. Fun. Go spend it guilt-free. Now, I'm not going to put that in an excess right now. I'm going to wait. All right? So, there are your 3 bankrolls. Now, any questions on what I've said? It's all psychological. It's like some people ask me, they say, okay, if you're going to go somewhere, you got $1,000, what's your loss limit? And I go 500. Okay? And they go, well, why do that? Just take 500 and go to 0. Yeah, it's the same money, man. It surely is. But psychologically, it's not the fucking same. Walk away from that table broke. Oh, yeah, money-wise, it's the same. You can train your brain to think any way it wants to. But when I walk away, I go 500 to 0 instead of 1,000, stopping at 500. I get to go to the bank, to the cage, and get 500 and put it back in my pocket to take upstairs and do what I need to do. It's psychological. A lot of psyche goes into this too. Okay? The bank forces discipline. You can fudge this stuff, okay? Everything that I'm teaching you, you can fudge it. But what does the Bible say? To thine own self be true. You cannot lie to yourself. You can try, but you know when you're full of shit. You know when you're making shit up just to satisfy whatever greed is in you. It causes discipline. And there's not that many YouTube channels. Waylon, John, me, uh, I don't even watch a bunch of them anymore, but I don't see anybody hammering discipline even as much as me and Waylon. Getting off the table early, having a proper, all the little rules, man. Um, it's psychological. Gambling is mental. And so, how nice is it? You know you're putting the money in your bank. You know you can cover your bills. Boy, ain't that nice? Okay. Then you know you have as much money in this excess as you need if you got popped. That gives you room to breathe. Again, psychological. Okay? Then you got money over at the fund. Well, hey, I like every once in a while letting off some steam, going to play slots. I won $1,800 on a slot, and I was using some of my excess or fund money to play slots with. I won $1,800 with. I get to go and say, you know what? If I want to, I can blow $1,900. I can do anything. I can take this money out. I think Glenn, my buddy from Australia, took it and bought golf clubs. You can do anything you want with it. I tend to be on the conservative side and build them all up. Okay? That's just me. But now you know what they're for. Now I need to talk about one other thing after I look here. What'd you say, John? But that's just me. My brain needs the absolutes. I don't like the fun. Well, that's why I'm doing this, John, is for absolutes. Uh-oh. What'd you disagree with? If your loss limit is 0, the money in is the same, but the mental is different. I think you need to feel the pain of going, fuck feeling the pain, John. Why? No. You got enough pain fucking being in that casino gambling, brother. Why the fuck do you want to inflict more pain? But again, like you said, that's a you thing. You know, that's what you think. That's fine. I'm telling you what I think. But what do I tell everybody, John? Do what you want. It's a you thing. Do you, boo. Right? But me walking away from a table with 0, it's dejecting to me. And I don't look at it like, well, I don't ever want to do that again. Well, you know how I don't ever do that again? Take 1,000 and walk when I hit $500 loss. And it won't ever happen to me. I know it's the same. We're getting into semantics, John. I know we are. But you have never, ever gambled for a living. Ever. And neither has anybody on this channel. I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm just saying, until you live it, I understand it's impossible for you to be in my psyche. Impossible. But I'm giving you free of charge, baby. I'm giving you words of wisdom. Now, as always, what people do with it is up to them. Let's see here. What do you got, darling? If you lose half, that is still devastating. I don't want to cry about it, you know. Yeah, I mean, you know, you guys are going to think what you're going to think, and that's fine. I can't make you do shit. Let's see. What do you say, Waylon? If I take it, I can afford to lose it, and I'm playing with that. So, yeah, that's one way to do it. I mean, if that's your mental fortitude, I'm taking 1,000. If I go to 0, I don't care. Most can't, but yeah, you can do it that, you know, you can do it that way too. If you can't afford it, don't go. That should be standard operating procedure. Let's see here. John goes, I agree with you there. It's what your brain needs. Mine is just wired to be absolutist. That's why I'm not in politics. And don't get me started on the fucking politics, John. Oh my God. But yeah, it's you know, your John, your bridge that you do every day, which by the way, I think is awesome. I think people need to be reminded of that shit every day. And it really gets down to your risk level. It's all a you thing, right? And we look at the way some people play, and we're going, oh, you fucked up, man. That's bad. You know, but if that's their psyche and they got their little ways of doing it, really and truly, who in the fuck are we to say anything? Really. Um, that's really the truth. Let's see. Gambling for a living is not something I want to do. Steve Farmer, amen. Don't ever, 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 ever do that. There's so many people out there, Steve. That's what's in the back of their mind. I see it in emails. I see it in other channels. You know, you're thinking, well, I don't have that 9 to 5 grind, and I'm in the casino. It's not a real job. Fuck, it ain't. It's the most grinding, stressful job you have ever had in your life. I'm telling you. Anyway, I don't want to go there again. It ain't nothing you want to do, Steve. That's right. Win goals long, lost limits there, Patrick. That is absolutely right. Man, John, you're chatty today. I've lost you. I sort of feel like your bankroll you brought is there to do a job, so let it. Yeah, a lot of people ask me that about a ladder. If I'm playing a non-ladder strategy, I'm glad you actually brought that up. If I'm playing a non-ladder strategy, I have the win goes loss limit. 30%, 40%, 50%, because I'm not playing a non-ladder. However, if I'm playing a ladder, it is a stop zero. Now I will play a stop zero in that case. Why? Because you decide how many levels you can go, 10, and it's because you trust the ladder to get you out of trouble. It may take you 9 to start winning again, or you may lose it all, but it's because you trust the ladder. So in that case, you calculate how many levels, you calculate how much bankroll you need, and now you go balls to the walls on it. Play your game, but you got to be willing to go all levels. So there is a difference. I know you tried to talk about that before, John. On a ladder, it's all or nothing. Sorry. You can't, if you got level 10, if you quit at level 5 every time, you're going to go broke. Because level 4 and 5, it's 3, 4, and 5 happens a lot. It really does. So if you're going to use bankroll as a hammer, then by God, let it be a hammer. Let's see. So Alan goes, I'm retired, want to make pocket money. Well, that's what my whole channel is all about, my friend. All of it. I would love to do, but like I said, I can't walk away. Okay. So, Anthony, what you're saying is you're looking in the mirror and at least you're telling yourself the truth. You're not lying to yourself. You're saying you can't. Okay. The only thing that I can share with you is you're going to have to figure out what it is mentally that lets you refuse to walk away when you got a little profit and you can't do it. Okay? Just because you say you can't, there's got to be a reason you can't. Not just, well, that's the way I'm built. No, I do what I do because of, when I was in my 20s. It's instilled. You got to figure that out. So the first one is, do you really want to be able to quit? I know you say you can't, but it's like me and smoking. Oh, man, I just can't quit. I just can't quit. Well, there's part of me that don't want to. As I fucking hack and can't breathe, there's still parts of me that don't want to give them up. All right? And like my doctor says, unless I'm 100% ready to quit, I'll never quit. Why? Because there's parts of me that don't want to. So when you say, I can't do it, it's possible because you don't want to. And you have to look into that for yourself. Let's see here. I had a question from Mark. What system would you play if you only could play bubble craps? No. Okay. So, bro, you're asking for Mark. I guess that I missed his question. There's a bunch of them. Hell, Waylon plays a lot of them. He goes live every night. What is the difference between bubble craps and what I'm doing on my show right now? None. Okay. So I have right now, I've cut mine back. I added more, and I've cut it back to $12,600. Okay, 12,600. Let's play bubble craps. Well, let's divide that by 10. Now that's 1,260. All right, and if I'm betting 500, now it's 50. All right, you don't want to do 50? Cut it down to fives and ones. Everything can be brought down to bubble crap. So that's a tough question, man, because all of them, all of my good strategies, if I'm doing a $5,000 bankroll and I'm doing a $100 don't pass ladder, okay, all right, I bring it down to 500, it's a $10 don't pass ladder. Just take zeros away. So to answer your question, any of those strategies can be bubble craps. Any of them. Pick one. If you like it at the table, you like it at bubble craps. Just adjust your money. That's it. Let's see here. Bro goes walking up either a buck or 100 is still, hey, walk away with a tie. You just won. Believe it. Anthony goes, hey man, 12-hour shift. I spent most of it watching me or Color Up. Well, that's good. Watch who you want. I don't watch him much anymore. But hey, if you like it and you're getting value out of it, I love you, man. Watch. Learn. Yeah, yeah. It doesn't matter. You can do it. 20 levels, bubble craps. You just bring it down. It's not that hard. Hey, Glenn, my mate. Now, boys and girls, Lingers. Lingers 81. That is my friend. He's not just a member anymore. This guy right here is a mate of mine. I mean, if we lived close to each other, we'd be hanging out all the time. I promise you. I love this guy. I'm glad you could make it, my brother Glenn. I really do. We've got into a bunch of shit, man. You could have probably chimed in a lot on because you're living it. You're living it. And that's too bad, but that's okay. Oh, my wife is on there too. Kimberly. What the hell is my wife saying? I'm going to the store. Love you. Okay. Love you too. Let's see. You guys have very different play styles. Anthony, who? Me and Waylon? Is that who you're talking about, Anthony? Warner. Everything is adjusted the same. Everything gets adjusted. If you got a $5,000 bankroll and you're trying to win $300 and you drop to a 500, you're going to win 30. Just take a zero off of it. It's not that hard. You can make anything go up or down. Just zeros. But again, well, I don't want to win just $30 or $20 like Waylon does. I want to take 200 and win 1,000. Well, okay. You don't need to go to the casino at all. So it's just easy math, man. Easy math. Alan watches me and Waylon, Jeremy, or Brian. Holy Roller. Okay. He goes, what does Bro say? Anthony and you know the only one I've ever seen win regular. We win regular because we use our freaking brain. I mean, listen, John over at Pro Craps or Casino Gaming Central, he said it very clear one day. I'm at like 141 and 1 with a retirement plan. It's because of how I play it, not necessarily the strategy itself. It's the fact. Uh, everything I do in Compass, it doesn't guarantee it because I have been down 4 or 5 times over the years. You know, bam, it goes. But I've always had money in my envelope to cover it. It ain't that I haven't lost because I damn sure do. Um, let's see here. Percentages, yes. In my new week videos, your bankroll is like 15K. What's the stop loss? I'm playing ladders, all of it. All of it. Because all of my strategies that I'm doing don't pass ladder. But I'm playing it high, like $500. I've not got that many levels, right? It's zero. Why? Because I've made so much money and my envelope. So I only started with $5,600. If I lose 15 grand right here, right now, okay, I got 20 grand over here in that envelope. It goes right back. You know, if I practice what I preach. If I'm playing a ladder and I've decided to play with X amount of dollars, that's it, man. I'm going balls to the walls. Hey, bro, thanks for the $10. My man. Let's see here. Thank you so much. That's right, Steve. $30 is real. Let's see here. I don't have my glasses. I'm squinting as I'm looking through this stuff. Yes, if I'm doing bankroll building, always put money in the envelopes. Always, every session, every time. I don't care if you lose 100. Go into your bankroll and get what your bank needs and put it in there. I think you were here when I did all that. That bankroll's got to be fed like a dog, man. Yes, be satisfied there, Brother Fred. Let's see here. So again, thanks, bro, for the 10 super chat. I really appreciate that. That's right, Patrick. When you get to the point where your envelopes cover your bank, your choice is, well, let's make it cover 2 banks. That's my philosophy. Let me get it to cover 2. But you don't have to. I mean, it is unlimited. You can do whatever you want at that point. My favorite go-to, you guys have been seeing it. The don't pass or don't come ladder that I can morph into a don't pass spread. What do I start out with? Every single freaking week with. I've done 7 weeks. Every day, every time I'm starting with that damn thing. If that don't tell you what my go-to is, I don't know what will. I can take a don't pass ladder. If I don't get the numbers I want, we just do a ladder. If I get the numbers I want, I can make it go to a don't pass spread. But they all start with that don't pass or don't come. Those 2 morphy things that I can do either what, they are interchangeable. That's my go-to. The end. It really is. The rest of the stuff I play, but that's my go-to. Oh, my mate has a question, Glenn. All right, why aren't all 54 people right now not members of this channel? Serious question. I'd love to know the answer. Well, Glenn, I can't answer for these people. I would love to have them all members because, you know, I do things for members. All you members know I do. But what do I do? Twist people's arm? It's just like anything else, Glenn. And I appreciate you saying that. I really do. I think I'm worth it. The information that's pumped out of here. But it's still like the waiter, waitress type of thing. If maybe somebody maybe they I don't know, maybe they don't feel it's worth it. I don't know. I can't answer that, but hey, I appreciate all the people who do. You know, if you want some membership privileges, come on, join me. I got links all over the place. And if you don't, just keep watching, man. Steve Farmer throws in $25 again. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody, but let's face it, especially those. I mean, I'm human, right? And I do appreciate it, Steve. I really, really do. Uh, let's see here. Hey, come on, gang. It's worth a green chip. I appreciate you guys doing that. I really do. I'd rather you guys say it than me. Um, let's see. Warner goes, I was telling those that play bubble craps that their goal should be only 30, not 300. Oh, if you're going to go, yeah, everything's adjusted by zeros. Really, as easy as you can get it. All right. All right. Bro, thanks again. We need to get Ken to the casino. Yeah, well, Ken's had some setbacks over the last year or so. And, I've been honest about it. I'm an open book here, y'all. Uh, my bankroll had to be used for other things. I know John from time to time had to. It is what it is. And I'm one of these guys. I will not go to the casino underfunded. I won't do it. So that just means I have to stay out for a while. I practice what I preach. I tell people all the time, if you don't have it, don't go. Well, that's what I'm living. I can't help it what's happened, so I'm living it. And I won't mention the person's name, but I'll tell you another thing. It says you don't ever go on borrowed money, right? I had a fella who's in chat right now. I ain't going to tell you who it is. Offered to bankroll me and loan me the money. I turned him down. Why? Because one of the rules of gambling is you never go on borrowed money. So, y'all, I'm telling you, I practice what I preach. My last casino trip was on the boat, and I won $4,200. But that had to go for bills. Oh well, I'm not crying, mind you. So it is what it is. I'm very transparent. I think I'm the most transparent. I think John did a questionnaire. I think they named me one of the most polarizing people on the internet. Ah. All right. Wayland says, problem with most people is they don't cash out. They don't. They won't. And that's everybody's biggest problem. Glenn says, we all pay for Netflix or whatever, and those fuckers don't care about us. We all get an unlimited amount of entertainment and knowledge from you, and you actually give a fuck. I do actually give a fuck, Glenn. You know it. We become good mates, man. And you know me personally now better than anybody on this channel right now. Those are the conversations that we've had. You know the ins and outs of my life that I tell you. I've opened up to you. I'm still pretty fucking transparent doing what I do. Yeah, bro, you'll only see me the last 2 or 3 months. I've got over 1,200 videos. I think I reached 4,600 and something subscribers. So thank you to everybody, by the way, who's ever subscribed to me. I do appreciate that. Yeah, Glenn, I appreciate you, man. I really, really do. Waylon, my brother, comes in with a 10 spot. Man, thank you so much. I appreciate Waylon. We think a lot alike. A lot of people, they call us Mutt and Jeff. Waylon will do a strategy, and then I'll do a Waylon Shadow. Why do I do that? Because it's good shit, Plus, I like rolling a new strategy out just to give it its paces. The reason why, just so you guys know, why I do so much Waylon stuff is because they make sense to me. These guys that are running channels and they're all across and pressing and going nuts with horns and all that, I can't take them seriously. That they may like it and maybe they do really good with it. So I'm not dogging the way they play, but I'm not watching it. Right? So anyway, thank you, Waylon, my brother. And tell Alicia hello for me, man. And tell her to watch those up steps. Steps going up. That's hilarious. Thank you, Waylon. Thank you so much. Now, Alan goes, so for right side, like 110 inside, is flip, raise betting the way to go, like replace the bet with the win. Alan, when it comes to right side betting, I'm going to tell on myself, I'm not a right side better. Now, I like a couple of hedge plays, like if I'm going to lay a 4 and go across. But when I do inside, I'm more of a collect, maybe press, collect or press, or half presser, collect, half press, collect, half press. I'm very conservative. But I don't play a lot of right side. I just don't, Alan. I got to be truthful with you. It's not that I don't know how. I just prefer not to. Um, what Patrick say? I told you earlier that the only one, my wife, I'm the only one his wife lets him watch when she's around because I keep it real. But money is tight. Money's tight everywhere, Patrick. Hey, just life is good. You just, subscribing to me, and I appreciate that so much. And I like it when people interact with me. The only thing I don't like anymore, I told you guys the other day, idiots, the pot stirrers. Like I said, all of you, I've disagreed. Shit, me and John have disagreed. I don't disagree much with Waylon because we just think a lot alike, but we don't think 100%. But you can debate me. You can give me your point. I'm gonna listen. It's only when you attack me. You call me a scam. You attack me personally. I mean, you're gonna fight. That's all there is to it. But Steve Farmer, you got redirected again. 5,000 across. Well, hey, if you can afford it, nah. You're welcome, Alan. Let's see. All right. Now, I think I've been doing this long enough. I know there's still 57. I've never had that many before. I've had 20s and 30s. I've never had 50s and 60s. I think I got it up to 61 a minute ago. Is there anything else you guys want? I was going to do week 8, but I'm not. I'll just save that for tomorrow. Any other questions on the envelopes? Any other questions before I cut this puppy? I don't even know who Bluff is, Alan. I'm sure it's some other YouTuber. I don't know. I don't have a clue who he is. He's teaching, but he's just teaching what not to do. I don't know him. I've heard people talk about him, but I don't know who he is. And I really don't. I watch John over at Casino Gaming Central pretty religiously. I appreciate John. I do. We don't agree on everything, but I enjoy his show. And sometimes I like to get on his show and fuck with him. I just start arguing with him. He knows I'm fucking with him. Just to get him to think sometimes. I don't want to know. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I don't want to know. Skill, let's see. What else do we need to know about the envelopes? I don't think there's much. Oh, yes, there is. One more thing you need to know. It's about the bank. All right. We gave you the assumption that you're needing $1,000, $2,500, like a paycheck. That's what I've been covering here. What if you don't? What if you like the envelope system, but you got more money, you got money that ends meet like a mo? Here's what I want you to do now. I want you to put the money in the bank anyway. It's a discipline practice. But at the end of the week, now I was talking with my mate Glenn about this. He's the one that got me to even think about this. So I'm going to give Glenn the credit for this one. Let's say it's Friday and your paycheck, you work triple overtime, man. You're flush and you don't need this. Guess where it goes? Excess. But maybe something happened that week and you could use this money, even though you got more money in God. Maybe you want to, oh, that's my final payment on my boat. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. So if you don't need the money, then the only thing I'll say about the bank is stuff it anyway. And then at the end of the week, look, nah, I don't need it. Dump it in excess, and I'll just help you get wherever you're going to go faster. So I appreciate that, Dylan. That's about all that I know, or at least that I can remember. It's pretty deep diving. I think I've been pretty deep on the envelopes. Not unless somebody else has a question. Yes, Warner, you'll be able to watch it again as soon as I kill the feed. YouTube will do whatever they do. I watch Waylon's live all the time after he's done because I'm in bed usually when he's doing it. But yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, Bluff got lucky. YouTube took it. So did Vegas Matt. That fucker makes $100,000 a week. He's got almost 1.5 million. And he rail dumps. Have you ever seen Vegas Matt go to a crap table? It's hilarious, man. Here's this guy. He pulls a wad. I mean, it'll choke a horse, man. I think he said his money clip will hold 15 grand, something like that. So he'll go, well, what's the max bet? Or if he gets a point of a 6, he goes, I want to go all across. What's the most? What's the most odds? They have to tell him what to do because he fucking don't know. Now, and he loses most every time, you know. Those guys lucked into it. Now, I'm not telling you there ain't some skill behind the scenes, the business savvy to get a YouTube channel up and running. I mean, all the casinos let him film in there. They wouldn't let me film 1 second, but they all let him put his logo. So he's built a brand. So I'm not cutting that man for that. But anyway, I'll leave that alone. Yeah, Waylon, it's between jobs or whatever. It's been terrible. It is what it is. Let's see. Okay. Well, I guess that's it, y'all. I know there's a bunch watching, so thank you so much. Y'all have a good night, and I hope y'all enjoy. Thank you to everybody that did some supers tonight. Thank you to all my members. Thank you to all my subscribers. I just want to keep going, and I want to do more and more for you. So anyway, thank you. I got to walk over to the camera to kill it. So I appreciate everybody. I really do. Y'all have a good night and a good weekend coming up. And John, if you're still listening, I'll probably be there tomorrow if you do it and give you some more shit. Waylon, love you, brother. Glenn, my mate, be good tonight, man. Down under. All of you. Good night, y'all. Be great. See ya.